What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Do another video, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a birch survival house or birch forest survival house, whatever you really want to call it. I don't know. This one would preferably reside in a birch forest, as the name suggests. And yeah, as you can see, I am in a birch forest, and there's a lot of trees. So yeah, I didn't clear them out very well because I was like, yeah, sure. But yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so these space you're going to be needing for the survival house is a 13 by 14. Now, I would recommend starting by marking out this space. Obviously, well, you don't have to build this in a birch forest. I just recommend in a birch forest because it's kind of birch themed. But if you don't want that, then whatever. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm gonna show you the materials first. These are all the materials and the quantities that you're going to be needing. So, like, these are obviously the 3.5 stacks of stone slabs is a lot. That goes down to about not even 2 stacks of stone, which is still a lot of smelting. So, be wary of that. You could just use cobblestone, you could use stone brick, but stone brick actually, is it? Stone brick's about the same, I think, expensiveness. Although you just have to round it by 4, so it's a little bit more tedious, but it is what it is. So I would recommend getting all these materials. Let me give you each individual numbers of them. I have them written down. So I'm just gonna give you them even if you can see them. 33 cobblestone, 16 birch logs, 1 birch door. You could use whatever door you want. 8 glass panes, 93 birchwood planks. I don't know if this is gonna help you because you should be able to see that and do it because that's probably gonna be using the actual individual numbers. 220 stone slabs, unless you're trying to do math. And then for the inside, it will be 57 smooth stone blocks, 4 torches, 1 lantern, preferably. You don't need that, but it's just preferred. And I know they're a little bit pricey, so 1 bed, color doesn't matter, I just use red because I can, vintage style. 5 chests, 1 crafting table, and 3 furnaces. Everything there is subject to change per your personal opinions. Now remember, this is a starter house, so you don't want to go all crazy with your amounts of chests and furnaces and stuff. So really, this is just like a good place to get you started, because it's not a ton. You need to chop down, what is that math work out to, like 27 birch logs, I think, to get the planks. So you're going to need to do about a little over 50 birch logs. So I think 27 works out. Yeah, 27 works out to over, actually. So you'd probably need about 50 logs chopped down for this, which isn't bad. The thing is the stone slabs, which there are ways around. You could do glass for a ceiling. That would also give you natural light, and then you have the torches inside still. It's up to you. But just keep all that in mind when you're doing this, because that's going to be important in general. So, come back to your 13 by 14 space, and what I would recommend doing first off is clearing this entire space out, which I shall do. So you should have something like this, or partially similar to this. Obviously your terrain's going to look a little bit different. I would recommend having it as a flat area. If you have to pull like, you could even use like, I don't know, something like oak planks or something, or cobblestone or whatever. Just push out your bottom so you kind of, if your house is going to stick forward off a mountain or something like that, which you could do. I would actually recommend putting it in the mountain instead. That will save you materials first off, and second off, it won't necessarily intrude on your space, but it will give you more resources to use for the roof by mining out the inside. It'll give you more slabs or cobblestone, which you can turn into stone slabs. So just keep stuff like that in mind. Yeah, so what I am going to do is I'm going to take off my elytra, because it's probably going to be a pain in the butt. And I definitely don't want it on me. Well, I do want it on me, I guess. And I'm going to go game mode at S. That's what I want to do. I forgot how to type commands. There we go. I'm probably going to fall. Yup, didn't hurt. Cool. And I have some extra materials here, just by the way, in case anyone asked, which no one probably did. But here are some things that I shall need. So, the amount of materials you need is 6. So, I would recommend, I'm not going to need the shovel probably, so I'm just going to shove it into some random spot in my inventory. And then I shall grab the, we'll say the big stack of each one. So cobblestone, birch, logs, birch door, glass panes, birch planks, and then stone slabs. And I'll come back. Actually, no, I'll just put them all in my inventory, whatever. And then I can block pick when I need them. So, this is gonna be weird because I haven't done one of these in like four or 5 months. It's been a while, so give me patience. But what you want to do is you want to come to the front right-hand corner of your 13 by 14 grid if you have it, which I would at least recommend marking out the corners. You can do front left-hand corner as well. By the way, the house is completely symmetrical. And you want to go back diagonally to the left by 1, and going up, you want to place 4 birch logs. Probably gonna hurt. Yep, a little bit. That's okay. A lot of fall damage is gonna happen in this video. Can guarantee that much. From that birch log, you want to go back diagonally to the left of the cobblestone. Bring it left by 3. Then place a birch door and 4 more cobble. So that should give you this. I can't really back up without jumping. There we go. Just like that. Then you want to go back on the left side with, I don't remember what that number is. Well, okay, hang on, I can figure it out. I'm smart. 9 cobblestone. Just like that. Then go across the back with, I don't know this number either. It's gonna be one of those videos. 8 cobblestone. And then you want to connect forward with your remaining cobblestone. If you, what was the, oh, never mind. If you, have the exact amounts that I've given you, that should run you out of your cobblestone and your birch door. Which is correct. Also, I would recommend having some sort of scaffolding block, just as a side. For this specific one, it's not as important because the roof is not steeped, so it's a little bit easier, but I would still recommend it. If you have all your material, like if you're one, especially if you're following a tutorial, it's very easy to just grab all your materials and then you can do it all in one swing instead of having to go up and down and all that stuff. That's when it gets kind of tedious. But, yeah, what you want to do is off each corner, minus the front right one, because we already did that one. You want to place a birch log outward diagonally by 1. Also, it's on peaceful, so I don't have hunger, so haha, joke's on you. And then you want to bring each of those birch logs up by 3. Probably shouldn't stand on top of that. Well, no, because I can just fall into the cobblestone and it won't hurt. Well, I could do that. And then that should run you out of your birch logs, which is correct. Would recommend having extra panes, by the way. That's always an important one. Actually, you're gonna have extra most likely, unless it's like a second house or something that you're making, or if you're like, I don't know, making them for a friend or something. Because, I believe you make 16 in a batch. Don't quote me on that, but quote me on that, actually. That'd be pretty entertaining if I was wrong then. But, okay, so, come back to the front where the birch door is. That's the only hint that I'm gonna give you here. You wanna go left to right or right to left on top of the front row of cobble, does not matter. And you wanna place a birchwood plank. 2 glass panes. I almost said black stained glass panes. Birchwood plank. Skip over the door. Birch plank. 2 glass panes and a birch plank. Just like that. Copy that row one more time, except you want to place a birchwood plank above the door. I'm very used to saying black stained glass panes because I use them way too much. So it's probably going to happen. Just like that. I wouldn't recommend jumping down, by the way, throughout any of this. Then what you want to do is, me using my scaffolding, you want to place a row of birchwood planks on top of that. Yes, only a single row. I'm gonna fall. Haha, just kidding. I was lying. That was a very, very grammatically incorrect text message, but okay. Then what you want to do is on top of the other 3 walls, you want to place 4 rows of birchwood plank. 4? Yeah, no, 3 rows of birchwood planks on top of each other wall. I'm sorry. I just can't count. And then that should, ideally not make your voice crack like mine, should ideally run you out of your birchwood planks if, again, you have the exact amount, which is very unlikely, especially with the panes, or with the planks and the panes, I guess. But, if you, like, I don't know, if you only have the exact amount in your inventory, then, you should. Also, I forgot to mention this, but if there are any mistakes, I will put them on the screen at the time that they should have been on the screen. Just like that. There you go, that's your bottom part of your house done. So, nice thing about being in, shut up. Phone keeps going off. Bro, I didn't really ask. Okay. This guy's gonna mute that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, what's nice about being in Bedrock for me is I don't really have to worry about lighting being an issue, so, well, at least since it's kind of daytime 24/7 here. But what you want to do is you want to come up to, yeah, your roof, and what you want to do is you want to connect the top row of each birch log pillar together with upside down stone slabs. And it wants to be just outside of the birchwood planks. I'm going to jump down after this. I wouldn't recommend jumping down after this. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you can try and look at my screen. Hopefully that'll help. You're essentially just like trimming the top of the wall with stones, with upside down stones. So my apologies. I knew that was gonna happen. Wait, is it gonna? Okay, good. It does. It doesn't make sense because you get, whenever you break stone, you get cobblestone. Whenever you break stone slabs, you get stone slabs. It doesn't make sense. So I guess I already had to jump down anyways. So that worked out sort of nicely. But yeah, it should give you something that looks sort of like that, minus the scaffolding. Just like, wait, can you? No, okay. Axe is what you're supposed to use, cool. But yeah, it should give you that. It kind of looks dumb, so we're gonna fix that, maybe, hopefully. What you want to do is not parkour onto your roof, because that's probably not smart. You want to place on that row of stone upside down stone slabs, and on top of your birch logs, a stone slab on top of each. You can also do the birchwood planks. I will just do the birchwood planks for fun, because we're gonna have to do them anyways. But yeah, and then once you do that, you should have a little bit of a thicker ceiling, which is what we do in fact have, if you are following along. If not, then cool. You can totally build these houses in creative too. That'd make it like 20 times easier, but they are kind of built for survival. It's kind of fun doing the survival tutorials though, because they are so much different. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, they run so different. Just like that. That looks even stupider. So what you want to do is you want to take your, oopsies, you want to take your stone slabs, your normal ones, and you want to bring them out on every single side by one. Make sure you do the normal ones. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's probably actually easier to do from the ground. Although, I don't know. Wait, let me actually see. Yeah, it's like 20 times easier to do from the ground. So, if you have a way to scaffold back up to you, or you can just fill in the center right now if you want. You should know how it goes. Hopefully. It's not like it's rocket science or anything. But, yeah, I just do that last because I can. And then, I actually don't know if we're going to end up with 0 stone slabs after this. I know I'm like, pretty sure the math is correct, but I just don't know if my math is correct on the stacks. Because it's something weird, I don't know. Which is more of an issue. Okay, so, we actually have 28 and 28. Oh yeah, that is correct. Okay, cool. Whoopsies. So what you want to do then is you want to fill in the you want to fill in the center of your roof in with stone slabs. And that's going to give you, well, a ceiling, really. That's all there is to it. I know, wild, right? And then after that, I'll probably actually put everything back in its proper spaces. Yes, that's a word, apparently. And then, if you want to start on your interior, if you feel like going ahead of the game, you can. Interior, I wouldn't really recommend following mine. Again, this smooth stone is like, twice as expensive as normal stone is. But there's only 57 of it, so you're going to need to smelt 114, technically, blocks to get it. And also, I don't know how much one piece of coal does. I think it's like, I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd guess it's 3 blocks. And yeah, my math was correct. That's cool. That doesn't happen very often. It was in my head, too, which makes it even more impressive. But, yeah, so there you go. There's your build done, or at least as far as the outside is concerned, your survival house. And now what you're going to want to do is I'm going to put my tools away, including my scaffolding, but what you do need are these materials. So, they are 57 smooth stone, 4 torches, preferably 1 lantern, a bed of your color choice, 5 chests, crafting table, 3 furnaces. So you can see all those in my hotbar. I'm actually going to grab back out these because I might misplace a block or 2, or 3, or 4. And I would like to make sure that that does not happen. So, what the first thing you want to do is you want to come inside your house. Oh yeah, we also have that. I forgot that was the thing. We're probably going to need the pickaxe a few times, but probably not the axe. What you want to do is you want to break your entire grass floor, whatever floor it might be. It could be a couple different things. And you want to replace it with smooth stone. You could do oak wood planks. Now, I'm stupid, and I'll talk about why once I'm actually done breaking the floor, because loud sound. it's so satisfying. You can just like click once on your bumper and it just breaks it. It's so nice. But I'm dumb because I was like, okay, no, I don't want to use oak wood planks. It's too similar to the birch. But you have the cobblestone trim. So I think that would get rid of any, mix-up between those two, as in them looking too similar for walls on the ceiling. Or floor, I mean. I do kind of know how that works out, typically. It's not the greatest thing, so... Yeah, and that should leave you with 0 smooth stone and a bunch of garbage in your inventory, which I'm just gonna throw outside and pretend like it's not my problem. But then what you want to do is I would actually start with the lighting. So what I did is, above the door, the birch wood plank directly above the door, I placed a torch on. And then it'd be the second birch wood plank up on the back wall directly in the middle, I placed a torch on. And then at the left and the right, it's the fourth birch wood plank back, I also placed a torch on, and it's the second one up. So you can see where that is. It doesn't have to be specific in any way, shape, or form, just how I did it. And then I actually found the center of all this, which is right here. You can see if I look to my right, torch, right in front of me, torch, left, torch, behind me. Oh, look at that, another torch. And then look up at the ceiling and place a lantern. You don't have to do that. You could actually have it blocked back, too. That might not be a bad idea to have them offset like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then it doesn't, but yeah, it doesn't matter. At least not most likely. Or I don't know what the word I was trying to use there was. So, what I did is I just went along the back, and at the back left-hand corner, you're going to have to count 4 by 1 for this, but you want to place a bed. I used a blue bed originally. I used a red one in this one. Then you can... I just brought that bed, the back block of that bed right with just 5 chests. So 2 double chests and a single chest. Then a crafting table, and then I brought that crafting table forward with 3 furnaces. It still gives you a good amount of room to work with, and it's not very cluttery. Also... something that I do want to mention, but yeah, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your birch survival house complete. Or your birch forest. Now, I want to turn back into creative for a second. Because I want to, first of all, I want to get rid of this trash. No, not in my inventory, in my hotbar. One thing worth mentioning is that I do not believe, do not quote me on this, but I do not believe that mobs can spawn on slabs. If you have a glass roof and you have the your inside lit up, it's not going to matter. If you're in bedrock, it's also not going to matter, I believe. But full blocks they can spawn on if they're on the roof. I forgot about that when I was in a survival with someone, and it kind of went bad. I think it's happened to me in challenge survival as well once or twice. But just be wary of that. I do not think they can spawn on slabs. That's my thing. Quick Google search will help you with that one. I'd Google a lot of things you Google about that type of stuff. I'm not big with survival, so I can't give you all the little like nicks and knacks and stuff. But all I can do is show you how to build a survival house because it's really easy. That's the thing with it too, is that in survival you're like, okay, hope this looks good. If it doesn't, you're screwed because it's hard to change that. But in creative, you can play around with it a lot more, and you have a lot more like movement, and that's kind of what's nice about that. But yeah, I think that's all. If you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.